All right, here goes the recording, and I'm going away.
All right. All right. Hi, friends. This is Mrs. Paul. So today we're working on pre-writing strokes. And first, you're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to fold it in half and then in half again. So it makes a book. Then you should also have the pre-writing strokes. Your child probably has this book. If they don't, you can get an index card and make the zip, the zoom, which is a horizontal line, a circle, a cross. So each card would have separate pre-writing strokes on it. Then we have the diagonal lines. There's two from left to right and right to left. And then there's the X. And the last one I work on is the square. So I'm going to change my camera, show you how we work on that. All right, hang on a second. I've got to go to my, there we go. Okay. No, I got it backwards. This is a funny camera, so pardon me as I get things lined up. So what I do is I set the book in front of them. They take their crayon. Now I have a marker so you can see it, but use a crayon, and then they can trace over it. They can go over on this side. They can make one, and then on their paper, I'll use a marker so you see it. You're going to say, look at this, make it here. So now I've made the vertical line. Same thing for the horizontal line. They can trace it here. They can make it here. Then you turn the page of the book. And you're going to go, look, let's make our zoom. So I call this a zip, like the zipper goes up and down, zoom like a car. Oh, I'm going to make it, you can say, let's do it again. So they can do it several times. Make my zoom. Good job. And then circle. Typically, what kids want to do is scribble it. So we'll trace around and stop as the verbal cue, and then they'll get over here and scribble it. And I'm like, no, around and stop. If they have trouble with that, I have sent home some of these foam cutouts. You can cut them out of cardboard too. I'll lay it on the paper and we'll start at the top and I'll say around and stop. I might have to give them some assistance to do that. So then they've copied the circle. I show it again to them, make a circle just to see if they can actually copy it. So they go from this scribbling, the circle, then they do some overshooting and they finally get to where they're copying it. So I filled up my book, but now I can turn my pages over, fold it the other way. Excuse me. So here's the cross. Now, if your child cannot copy the cross, what you can do is flip back to the beginning and say, make a zip, and then they're going to make the zip. Now make a zoom. Look, you made the cross. Let's try it again. And then I'll try just pointing, make a zip. Let's see if they can do that. Make a zoom. If that doesn't work, then I've probably sent home this if they're working with this on learning this skill, and they can make a zip and a zoom. So don't let them do this. Just we're going to go zip and zoom. It's kind of nice if you can get the verbal comments or cues down because we use them at school and it does help them. So this becomes difficult because it's combining vertical and horizontal. It is helpful to break it down into the vertical stroke and the horizontal stroke if they cannot copy it. You can do that as a technique. You can use the pre-writing frame to learn how to copy it. Again, they can also, like with the other ones, trace and then make over to the side. All right, so diagonal lines are the trickiest ones. Those usually start developing around 4 years of age. What the best technique for teaching diagonal lines is getting your child to look at the corner. So as we trace, I'll say corner to corner. Okay, find the corner. You can see over here, I've put a little line. Start in the corner, go corner to corner. Let's do it again, corner to corner. Again, if your child is working on this, I have probably sent home this pre-writing frame for them to work with. I can put that on the paper, and we're working on the same corner, corner to corner if we need to. I'll help them find the corner. I'll say, where is the corner? Point to it. Okay, we're going to start here, corner to corner, corner to corner. So that's how I teach the diagonal lines. Now we've gone to the other one. Which corner does it start in? If they point here, I go, no, this corner. So we're going to corner to corner, corner to corner. Those are the cues that I learn or I teach them so that they pay attention to the top corner and the bottom corner. Let me put water here. Okay, so diagonal lines. Again, then the next is the X. So just like with the square, once they can find the corners by themselves and copy that line, I'll show them one line at a time. I'll say, let's make this one. And then they'll copy that one. Let's make this one. Look, you made an X. You went from corner to corner and from corner to corner. Eventually, they don't need that. Again, I've cut out the X in a pre-writing frame so that they can trace inside of that to get the motion. And then lastly, I work on the square with them. And we use the cues zip for zipper, remember for the vertical line, zoom, zip, zoom. So we trace, zip, zoom, zip, zoom. I help them make or they make. If we need to, we can even use that pre-writing frame on here, zip, zoom, zip, zoom. The common mistake is to start here, maybe get the first one, and then go around. So we got to teach the, my paper folder. We got to teach the corners. I may also use the verbal cue stop. So zip stop, zoom stop, zip stop, zoom stop. So that is to make the square. So once they can start making diagonal lines, they're learning how to copy the X. Definitely by the time they get to the square, then I can move on to simple letters like L, big line, little line, or zip and zoom. You can see how that's part of the square. Or the F is a vertical line, a zip, jump to the top, zoom, zoom. So you can see how these pre-writing strokes all feed into learning letter formation. Feel free to contact me either in Class Dojo or by email. I'm happy to work with your students or just answer your questions. And I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody next week. So have a good week.